Hey, Gwen, have you seen my glasses? What are you doing?
What? Pad?
What are you, Gwen?
Fan.
No.
Fiction.
No.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we're going to be reading each other's fan fiction.
Specifically, today we're going to be reading Gwen's fan fiction that she wrote on me. And in our fan fictions, we're making fun of each other's types.
And interests. I hate to be you right now.
Yeah, I do hate to be me.
So exposed.
Alright, let's go. I'm already trying this.
This is titled, If My Friends Don't Watch Anime, Here It Is. Chess's shoulders hung heavy as she dragged herself out the frame of the door to her chem class. College life has always been difficult. So many people, yet, strangely, she felt alone. There was only one thing tying her to her social life. 250 likes on. Her phone read. A strange, warm, tingling...
I have way more likes than that.
A strange, warm, tingling feeling swelled within her as she reached out to her virtual followers. Seemed to be the only means to relieving her stress after class. As she was typing, she felt a shove on her left shoulder. "Hey, watch it!" boomed a soft yet harsh voice.
Oh no, it's a tsundere!
By the time Chess had a chance to react and apologize, the only thing she could make out was the back of a 7-foot-tall blonde boy with a singular cartilage piercing on his right ear, gleaming in the sunshine as it bobbed back and forth in sync with his curly hair. A strange breeze blew lightly, sending a slight chill up Chess's spine. Usually she tends to ignore these things, but something just seemed... ... Chess, startled by the chimes of the bell, ran back to her next class. We go on to the next chapter.
Oh, there's multiple chapters.
Chess, clinging to her phone, sighed with the relief of her classes ending. Her day was already crummy enough. She decided to treat herself with something she had her eye on for a while at Topic. As she joyfully bounced over to the weeb section, she finally found the rounded bunny mug she was looking for. But before turning around to walk to the register, she spotted the special edition mug for the Drama Queen Owl's Mobile Kingdom. What would she choose in such a conundrum? "Hello, ma'am, you look like you need help," a familiar voice echoed through her right ear. She slowly turned her head in his direction to see a 7-foot pale blonde boy in the Topic uniform. Eyeliner traced his eyes, and freckles seamlessly splattered across the bridge of his nose. His eyes carried bags of loss of sleep, yet interest as he took the round bunny mug from her hand. Shut up!
You're literally saying that I'm attracted to guys who look like they haven't slept.
"Round bunny, eh?" he questioned harshly. There was nothing Chess could do but nod slightly. Something about him made her feel flustered within. The tall boy proceeded to reach up towards a different mug on the top shelf, revealing a silver cartilage piercing on his right ear. The boy's identity finally clicked in Cheslin's puny mind. The rude college kid from earlier! The boy came back down to her level and revealed a mug with multiple characters from both series she desired. "Here, this has both characters on it, plus it's 25% off. But if you want my opinion, Drama Queen Owl Mobile Kingdom is better," he muttered underneath his breath. She sternly looked into the boy's bright blue crystal eyes. She wanted to go off, yell as loud as she could, but something about his calmness within his eyes made her think that he may not be as bad after all. "Shut up!" As she continued to gaze into his eyes, it seemed to make her face feel hot. She turned away and proceeded to take the mug from his ringed hands. "Thank you," she whispered with a hint of bitterness. He proceeded to walk her to the checkout, to check out her mug. Several things caught Cheslin's eye, but specifically a small pin that read, "Needs hugs," with a pouty cat on it. She quickly ran over to pick it up and ran back to the boy. "Okay," he said with a suspicious tone. He proceeded to scan the objects while making awkward glances towards Chess. "So," he started, "why the pen?" "He's trying to break the ice," Chess thought to herself, forcing a slight giggle out of her.
Stop!
It's for you," she stuttered, reaching the pen out to him. "I wanted to thank you for helping me, and she tightened her eyelids shut, too embarrassed to even look at him. "You seem to need it." Silence. So many things were going on in her head. What am I even doing? Why am I trying to even be nice to this guy? He probably thinks I'm so weird. By the time Chess gathered the courage to open a singular eye to see his reaction, she noticed his face was as red as a strawberry, and he slowly reached down to take the pen from her hand. They both stood in silence as the boy put the pen under the name tag reading, "Toby." I just tried to remember what you were going to name your dog, and I was like, that's serious, Toby. small, thanks, came from Toby, strangely filling Cheslin with butterflies. Her grin ran from ear to ear as she grabbed her bags, waved goodbye, and headed out. That night, when she got home, every time she thought about him, she would get flustered and would try to change her mindset. Anyways, she'd never see him again. Right? ... By the next morning in school, you could tell that I really got tired because I didn't want to write anymore. By the next morning in school, her once dream had to come to an end as she fell down the stairs to her school. She looked around as she scanned the sea of college students surrounding her as she sat on the dirt ground, drenched in her what used to be water and homework sheets. All the bodies around her seemed to unify as one big mocking wave until she spotted his bright blue eyes staring straight back at hers. Tears swelled up within her brown eyes, dark brown eyes, as she reached over...
Dark brown eyes. Dark brown eyes.
I had to emphasize that they were dark. As she reached over for her backpack and ran towards the school's lonely cherry blossom tree.
No.
She could hear Toby's voice cry out to her, but she refused to look back. His voice became louder and louder until she reached the tree and felt a hand reach out to hers. She was now face to face with the face of which was Toby's. Shakespeare. I wrote Shakespeare after that. The next words that came out of Toby's mouth were unforgettable.
Oh no.
AIWA ただ TANNI AI 図ある説明なんとできない言葉であなたの AIJOWA 言い表せない HYA の KKO の鳩でも君を愛して IRU2IU の WA 表現 SHI 尽くせない
Okay, now listen.
What did you type into Google Translate?
It was a bunch of quotes that I found that I wrote in Japanese love quotes. And I found the English version, and they had this underneath.
What were the English translations?
One was about 100 hearts can't describe our love. Another one was love is love, there's nothing else, or something like that.
Oh.
And then there was another one that's about love that I just didn't care, and I was just writing at that point.
The end?
Then they got married and lived happily ever after. The end.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the end of the fan fiction, and I want to bury myself 6 feet in the ground. We'll see you next time when I'm reading the fan fiction that I wrote about Gwen.
Yay.
Bye!
Like, subscribe, so please, I don't want to go to college. Comment below what you think about the video. Post on social media, send us art, and comment, go, 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 go.